May bau sila, hindi ko sa
Thank you.
Hier. Was man noch machen?
Tony.
Ik zat nooit op die stenen met z'n tijd. Waar zoeken jullie zo mensen hier? Ja, dat is wat precies.
Steven. Hij is al like. Wat Steven? Steven was al op zijn stoel. Hij is al beter.
Is he coming?
Nou, kijk niet maar bowlen. Je gaat een mooie bakje van de hele Canada. Nee, dit verhaal. Hij met Ines is hier.
Is dat nou goede wakker? Hij was wel bij je, hij was wel bij je.
Hero.
Hij danst hem niet. Dan werd ik altijd het ding dat
You want?
Good afternoon and welcome from wherever you are joining us across the country. We are live here today at the home of rugby in South Africa. You guessed it, Stellenbosch. What a beautiful day for running rugby. It's been 2 weeks of a proper Western Cape winter, but the sun is out today and the fields are dry, ready for some exceptional wide-playing, fast-footed game of rugby. Our host today, Stel, and the home side, the Stel Evergreens, have had a great season thus far, and their supporters have pulled up in their numbers today. Absolutely jam-packed stands. Behind me, we've got supporters of all ages out here to watch the spectacle. Their opponents today, naturally, Helderberg. These two sides, very much well matched. This is a make or break game in the contents of the Western Province Super A League. And both sides in desperate need of some much needed points to challenge the guys at the top of the table. That is myself, Lonwabo Mfikili, up here in the commentary booth, and I'll be anchoring for what promises to be an exciting day of rugby. We've just seen the second sides wrap up, and it was a comfortable victory for the hosts. Comfortably over that half-century mark, 51 points on the board, and just a little bit too strong on their day. Helderberg were licking their wounds and just trying to stay in it. But we are here now for the spectacle, the main game of the day between these two colossal Western Cape outfits. If you've only just joined us, you haven't missed much. We saw the under-20s have a little rundown earlier, and the build-up third side, second side, and now the main game of the day. Gorgeous scenery in Stellenbosch, showing off today. Not a cloud in the sky, not a whisper of wind to speak of. So be sure to buckle up and strap in for some end-to-end running rugby. Just a few minutes until our sides are ready to jog out. Expect a massive roar from the crowd. Everyone on the edge of their seats here. Killing two birds with one stone, it seems. The home side see a lot of green and gold Springbok jerseys. Naturally, the Bokke playing at 5:10 today up against Georgia. But the real green and gold in the favor of the Stel Evergreens. The hosts train twice a week down here on this brilliant rugby field that has seen so many superstars go from strength to strength, an opportunity nonetheless. And the wonderful footage being brought to you today by Global Sports Network. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share on YouTube and various social media platforms so you don't miss a second of the action. We see the visitors today looking rather dapper in their striped red, black and white kits, Helderberg. And they are welcomed with a good roar from the crowd. Good spectators today, always keen to see some good rugby and cheering for both sides. Here come the main men, the hosts. Stel Evergreens will be looking to go from strength to strength. Back-to-back home games naturally for these men, and after their performance last week have brought in a crowd of note. Our match officials have jogged out and they're ready to get us underway. Outsurance sponsored referees, can't miss them in the park. If you think our wingers are quick, have a look at our referees. They are just as effective in getting up and down the park, and they'll be sure to not miss a single second of action. Playing from right to left on our screens are the visitors, Helderberg, and the hosts will be receiving the kickoff in their traditional all-black kits with just a touch of green and yellow, reminiscent of the Springboks. They'll be sure to be bringing up a Springbok level display for the hosts. Look out for danger men in the back line. Two very speedy wingers in the form of Doriano Clausen, Stuart Jacobs and Ashwin Dube. The outside backs, and they've been on some serious try-scoring form. We are underway officially, and it's a good kick receipt, well taken on this near-hand touch. Hands as safe as houses. Good physical rugby from the loose-head prop Jason Janssen. He's been taking a couple names this season. Seems to be the go-to ball carrier for Van der Stel Evergreens, and that's exactly why. Always seems to take a couple defenders to bring him down. This one, and look to find touch. And fly off in the form of Theo Marinas. Finds a comfortable touch, taking Van der Stel up to the halfway mark. They've got a powerful front row here. Van der Stel Evergreens, Jason Janssen at number 1, Chadwin Robertson and Tian Kruger. Couple big boys which will set the standard. You see a nice, good wide pass bashed up in the midfield. But he's wrapped up nicely. It's solid defense to start off with here, Helderberg. But great, nice flat pass from Carl Alexander in that number 9 jersey. He's a nippy scrum half. He likes to play the game on his terms. And you can see now, just controlling the pace of this game. Robertson with a nice strong ball carry. That goes out to Marinas, the fly half. It's the inside centre now in the form of Ryan Miller. He steals a couple meters. A big strong ball carry down the middle. Van der Stel swinging together. An exceptional couple phases that they lift the tempo now. Big clean out. And the crowd gives a good roar to acknowledge that. Tight head prop, Kruger with a good ball carry. Van der Stel edging their way up the park here. It's a good start to this mammoth bout. Van der Stel just probing, waiting for their opportunity to pounce, waiting to get those danger men in. Jacobs, the right winger, on this near-hand touch, waiting for his opportunity to get involved. The kick through, just put on the boot by fly half Marinas. It's well gathered by Van der Stel, and no touch found, but excellently kept in there by Dube. Excellent little piece of footwork. Didn't want to knock that ball on. It's Dube again with his second touch of the ball. He's an exciting player, the outside back. And moving backwards slightly now are the hosts. It's rock solid defense from the visitors, Helderberg. They're not going to make life easier. The men in the red, black and white stripes. And what promised to be a tightly contested affair as we see a big bump off. It's that man again, Janssen. He's such a strong ball carrier. Out the back, Dube. Once again, that's one knocked backwards by Doriano Clausen. He does well to hold on. Physical display on show here. Soft dance from the lock forward, J.L. De Lange. But unfortunately unable to hold on. And a good kick from Helderberg. They haven't had much ball today in this opening exchanges. Doing a lot of defensive work. We know how energy sapping that is, and they've done well to just absorb that pressure, wait for their chance to pounce, and it pops out. I believe that was the fly off in the form of Pocky Carstens. He's got a trusty right boot. He knocks that one back into Van der Stel territory. And if Van der Stel thought this was going to be an easy game, they've got something else coming for them. The 50-22 from Carstens, trickling out onto touch, and it provides Helderberg with prime opportunity to launch here. Great line out there from the hooker. Fees Adams gets a start today. initially on the bench on the team sheet, but gets the call up into the starting lineup and hits his mark at the first time of asking. Big bounce off from the inside center. Q Fisher. He's aggressive, he's direct, and he only knows one way, and that's forward, and earns himself and his side a penalty in a very precarious situation here. Territory, a very important aspect of the game of rugby. You have to play rugby in the right areas of the rugby field, and Q Fisher understanding that, getting his side some good go forward ball, is the big inside center. And fly off Porky Carstens, makes no mistake, nudging that one up. He'll like to see what his forward pack can do. That's a solid 5-man line out. And we got the forwards sitting with a nice low tight bind. The first used call comes from a match official. Moving sideways was that more. And that ball comes out. Looks like a good ball carry from Q Fisher, the big man. Ball out now with the back line. Pedantic and strong tackle fight. Linjay Hendricks, the outside centre, donning that scrum cap. And all of a sudden, it's Van der Stel under all sorts of pressure after dominating the opening exchanges of this game. In the red zone, Helderberg, and a lost start from the scrum off. Completely against the run of play. They were defending, putting in a couple big hits, and it was Porky Carstens who got them in the right position with his trusty right boot, the 50-22 coming off. And Helderberg just stringing together a couple good phases. The scrum off, Mikael Fisher, also the captain of this Helderberg side. Sniping, sees a little cap, no pillar in place for Van der Stel, and they'll pay the price. 5 points to the good. High octane stuff, just a chance for us to breathe up here in my commentary position. The crowd not happy. The host conceding the first try after what looked like a dominant display to begin with. Some good hard ball carries, but Helderberg draw first blood and break the deadlock. The conversion sounded sweet off the boot. It's a good strike. And Helderberg add the extra 2 and extend their lead to 7. Great start here from the visitors. Van der Stel taking their time, just recouping, getting their bets back, having a word is the captain with his side, just telling the boys to stick to their instructions, play the rugby they know how to play, and everything should work out as planned. Deep restart from fly off, left-footed Theo Martinez, high hanging, and it's recollected by Van der Stel. We know how important it is. That kick receipt after scoring a try, that's when teams are most vulnerable. And Van der Stel pouncing on any mistake here. Another good strong ball carry. This front row from Van der Stel is going to have to do a lot of hard work. Janssen, Robertson and Kruger. Front row north of 100 kilograms. You don't want to be tackling them. Ball comes up to the fly off. Marinas. He skips it out wide. That's a good inside ball from Doriano Klaasen, the left winger. And Van der Stel probing around that 22-meter mark. Never onside is the call at that breakdown. And Helderberg are penalized. So a chance now for Van der Stel to show their worth here. Second entrance into the opposition 22. I see all the forwards probing around that area. Looks like a full line out. They'll probably look to keep it nice and tight, set the driving more, and try and get some sort of purchase, maybe a penalty advantage. Then they've got a free play to send it out to the danger man. Jacobs, the right winger, on this right-hand touch, but shrugs off his first defender. Ryan Miller, the inside centre. Can always rely on him to get you go forward ball, and they do just that. Big carry, Alistair Frasenberg, the 8th man. He'll take some tackling to stop him in his tracks. Janssen goes again, but he's driven back. Solid defense from Helderberg at the moment. danger man, Jacobs. The tackle fight is incredible, but he's stopped on that striped 5 meter line. They're asking all the right questions, are the hosts. But the defensive line of Helderberg holding strong at the moment. No way through for the hosts. Wayward effort. No one seemed to want that, but it comes out nicely. Good shape, but a little bit of space out wide. Clausen, the winger, with a little hitch kick, goose step. Tries to fend off his man, but doesn't manage to hold on to the ball. Spills out. And Helderberg will breathe a massive sigh of relief there. Look like big trouble coming if they manage to get that ball out for Van der Stel. Penalty advantage in the favor of the host. He's over the line. Now, can he get the ball down? What does our match official say? Heroic defensive work from the visitors. You thought for all money that was try time. But it is held up over the whitewash, and it will be a 22-meter dropout taken quickly by Helderberg. They want to get on with things here. Backwards is the call. Maybe a slight knock on, but our referee has the best view of all. He wants the kids to play, says play on. Alexander digging for that ball at the base of that rack. They're setting their shape now, slowing things down slightly. Off Van der Stel. Soft dance from the forwards. Ball coming out of the back on that occasion. And it's a bustling ball carry from the blindside flank of Valentine. Or 6'3" of him is Valentine. It's a line-out option. It's a good ball carrier as well. Marines sends it out to the fullback, Tube. And now Van der Stel looking dangerous in those wider channels. Excellent step in off the right foot. The big bustling inside centre in the form of Ryan Miller. Miller is still going. And you can hear what it means for the crowd here. A big crowd. And Ryan Miller had absolutely no business scoring a try there. Had so much work to do, Ryan Miller, who is doing hard work in his 22. Seems to be the option for a hard ball carry. And Ryan Miller had so much work to do. Makes it look awfully easy. Bursts over and bundles over for Van der Stel's first 5-pointer. That's got the crowd on their feet here. The hopes of the hosts very much on the brighter side of things after that 5-pointer. The conversion right in front of the sticks shouldn't be a problem. And the extra 2 added 7 points apiece now. And if you are planning on going anywhere, boy, if I got news for you, sit back down, get comfortable, because we've got a game on our hands here. We knew it was going to be a battle of the centre pairings. Ryan Miller and Duncan Saul in the midfield for Van der Stel Evergreens, matched up against Kuhn Visser and Linjay Hendricks. That's a battle we ought to look out for. And at the moment, Van der Stel in the form of Ryan Miller responding effectively. A little bit too much on the kick restart on that occasion, and that ball carries on the full. So it will be a reset scrum in the middle of the park. And the home side with options left and right. Duncan Saul, the outside centre for Van der Stel. He's played some serious rugby. Applied his trade down at the Free State Cheetahs for a couple seasons, and now applying his trade down here at Van der Stel Evergreens in Stellenbosch. Dangerous ball carrier, and paired with the try scorer Ryan Miller, they'll be a force to be reckoned with. They'll need to cut out the unforced errors. In pitch perfect conditions like this today, you don't want to see stop starts, you don't want to see many set pieces. Put the opposition under pressure, both the phases. Suck in those defenders and open the space out wide for the likes of Doriano Clausen on that left flank and Stuart Jacobs on this near and right side. Two speedy and dangerous wingers. fast feet and pace to burn. But they'll need to earn that code forward ball. It's a solid scrum in the center of the pitch. A little slip from our scrum off, should I say. Carl Alexander doesn't get as much purchase as he would have liked on that kick, but it is hacked down the park, and a big chase being put in here by Helderberg, but substantially under pressure, and does well, just puts that one into touch. And I'll look to reset. It will be Helderberg with the feed at line out time. 5 or so meters outside of the 22. This live stream brought to you proudly by Global Sports Network. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe on the Instagram channel and get involved with our premium membership program. 30 Rand a month subscription at GSN Sports Network, where you can catch action like this live anywhere, anytime across the country. Another big hit. It ought to be a defensive masterclass from either of these two sides. We know defense wins championships. If you can put in a couple hits and put your opposition under pressure, it'll put you in a good position to win this game. Slight miscommunication, but the ball comes away. Valentine, the blindside flanker, spreads it wide to his fly-off. Ball going through the hands now. Good ball carry. That looks like Duncan Saul, the outside centre. So dangerous, so elusive. Runs like a house on fire, and always difficult to bring him down. Ball now to Janssen, the loose head prop. And was there daylight shown there? Doesn't survive the clean out, so it won't matter. The Moni Libok kick chase, just a little bit too much on it from our fly off. Marinus, the left footer. But it is positive stuff from the hosts. They were a little bit shell-shocked after Helderberg got the first 5-pointer, but it's been all fun to Stel for the next couple exchanges, holding on to the ball and testing this defensive line of the visitors. Duncan saw how was that ball carry? The big outside centre, asking all the right questions. Straight through the cap. It's a great ball carry. Can he find support in the form of captain and scrum off? Fisser, it was out wide and a little bit of space. That is the fullback, Jaden Daniels, with the big frog splash over in the corner. And completely against the run of play, Helderberg. Strike once again. I don't think many saw that one coming. 2 or 3 phases is all it took for Helderberg to get back on the score sheet. Energy sapping defense and forcing the turnover still. Ball went out wide. It was the captain, Michael Fisser, with the break, finding his fullback in the form of Jaden Daniels, and he did the rest. Plenty of space for him out wide, and he splashes over in the corner. Helderberg extend their lead to 12 points to 7. Conversion very much up against the touchline here. So lots of work to do for Michael Fisser, the skipper. He'll try and add the extras. He's struck it well, I'll tell you, Fisser. But that ball just not coming back in time and flashes across the face of the uprights. So it'll remain 12 points to 7. The visitors, Helderberg in the lead here. And shell-shocked Van der Stel. Didn't do anything wrong there. It's just the individual brilliance. Heads up play, spotting the gap, and you will pay the price. Any opening for Jaden Daniels, and he says thank you very much, snatches that one up. Goes over in the corner. That's a clever kick restart from the fly of Marinus, kicking into the sun. So it was a difficult take there for Helderberg. That ball just disappearing into the afternoon sun here at Stellenbosch. So difficult to take cleanly. and unable to hold on. He'll be kicking himself. Will the loose forward, I believe that was Christian van Zanten. The blindside flanker, unable to hold on. So the opportunity represents itself once again for the side in all black. Well, we see a move from the training ground here. I see a nice flat set up from the try scorer, Ryan Miller. Referee's got his arm out for a scrum advantage. It is the big man Miller with the carry. Beats his first defender, but brought to ground eventually. Still playing under penalty advantage of Van der Stel. Good carry there from Ruan Meyer, the lock forward. And stopped in his tracks there. Ashwin Dube. Never gave up in that contact, kept the leg drive, kept the tackle fight, but can't go anywhere with your ankles wrapped up. And it's solid defense thus far from Helderberg. Not giving the hosts any easy go forward ball. They need to get back to the big men up front, Janssen, Robertson and Kruger. They are such strong ball carriers. The front row for this Van der Stel outfit. Let them do all the dirty work up front. Look to punch a hole in this Helderberg defensive line. And then send it out to danger man Miller. Duncan Saul in that outside centre channel. And Stuart Jacobs, the right winger, starved of ball in this opening exchanges. That line out goes a fray, and no one home at the moment for Stellenberg. Van der Stel, my apologies. The Stellenbosch outfit. Some fast feet on display, but well held on by Ashwin Dube. Tackle was made. Dube's knee was on the ground, so there has to be a clear release before you can look to try and cause some havoc at the breakdown point. And our match official spotting that. Excellent refereeing on display all day. Both from the man in the middle and both assistant referees, they've been on song. But Van der Stel will have to clean up their line-out situation. Doing all the hard work, getting into the right areas, but as soon as they enter that 22 red zone, it's just something missing. A couple overthrows we've seen. Can this one go to hand? That didn't look straight, and our referee playing the advantage as the ball has come out on the side of Helderberg. Nice strong ball carry. Linjay Hendricks, the outside centre. Slow play from the captain, just slowing things down, allowing his forwards to set their shape first. They can launch their platform from there. There's a nice strong hit in the midfield. The double hit. And in and over the ball, the big man. Chadwin Robertson was involved in that tackle assist, but released and showed daylight. The referee was very happy with that. Makes the attempt for steal and gets reward for him and his side. Into the opposition half now. That punt going out directly on the 10-meter mark. And it is the man who made the steal who will look to hit his marker at the first time of asking here. Big thanks to our sponsors, Decro Paints, Sid Consulting, G Sportswear, and Sim Control for allowing us to bring this epic footage to you wherever you are watching in the country. Global Sports Network. Good camera footage. Just giving these excellent rugby players the platform to potentially go further with their rugby. Tell you what, if you're watching at home though, you're missing out on this epic atmosphere. If you're down in the Stellenbosch area, please do come down to Van der Stel Sports Ground. Come grab a beverage, have a sit down and enjoy this sensational day of rugby. It's another solid scrum, that front row, Jansen, Robertson and Kruger. So effective. It starts with that initial hit, they're so nice and low and applying all sorts of pressure on the visitors, earning that scrum penalty. And we know how important the set piece is in the game of rugby. Van der Stel winning that scrum battle thus far. Wouldn't want to be parking my car out there next to the rugby field if you've got Valentine making steals and the big boot, the big left-footed effort from Theo Marinas might take a windscreen out. He kicks it a mile the fly off. A little meeting happening between the forwards. 7 man will look to keep it close and Morlich here. Not held is the call, so goes for himself, does Valentine. Good bustling ball carry up the center to the tight head prop now, Dion Kruger. He's tough to bring down at the first time of asking. Valentine, Frasenberg, should I say rather, the 8th man with the carry on that occasion. Slight juggle from the fullback, Tube, and it comes out to danger man, Jacobs. He's a couple meters short. Shows great tackle fight, takes a couple to bring him to ground finally. And smelling blood are the hosts, only a couple inches out now. And would you believe it? After all that hard work, they did everything right. A little bit of white line fever coming into play, everyone wanting to get on the score sheet. And just a knock on, centimeters out. Oh, that's a coach killer, unforced error on behalf of the home side, Van der Stel Evergreens. Kicked it into touch. Patiently made their way up the field. Good line out set. And the maul not going exactly to plan, but still coming away with that ball. And went to the fullback, Tube, with an exquisite chicken wing, found his right winger in the form of Stuart Jacobs. Dangerous, fast-footed right winger, stepped in, beats the first couple defenders and the leg drive to get to the line. I thought he was over for all money, but our referee down on the park, tingling him just short there. The next phase, unfortunately, that's where that knock-on came in. And Helderberg survived another onslaught from Van der Stel Evergreens. This game has absolutely run away from us. This high-octane start. Seems only 10 minutes remaining. Just over 10 minutes, should I say, in this opening stanza. And Helderberg with the get out of jail free card here. They'll look to clear their lines and exit immediately. Don't want to be playing rugby in the shadow of their own rugby posts. They've been under pressure all day at scrum time. Can they take care of this one? That's a solid shove and had to get out of there quickly. Dian Kuhn, the vice captain, at the back of that scrum, does so effectively. And the clearance kick, not finding the touchline. Danger man Jacobs sends that one infield. Tube with a nice little hedge kick. Looks like the substitute on the park, Brandon de Kock. The crowd very much involved in this game. Every roar from the crowd urging on the hosts. But a knock-on call in between all of that trauma. and will slow things down once again. Van der Stel have got the upper hand at the moment, playing with the sun at their backs. So they'll have to look to launch that high into the Stellenbosch sky and hope for a couple mistakes while they've still got the sun at their backs. 10 minutes now remaining in this first half. Naturally, conditions will change in the second stanza and it will be Helderberg with a slight environmental advantage. Captain Michael Visser doing well to control the tempo of this game. The scrummer for Helderberg knows exactly when to slow things down, when to put on the boot. But difficult to get some sort of go forward ball when your scrum is moving backwards. Donnie Saliers, Hafiz Adams and Albert Milan under all sorts of pressure at scrum time. It's a good carry and the pop pass sticking to hand. They look like Ruan Meyer. The lock forward. Puts on the boots. Michael Visser. Chase line. Just a little bit slow to get to it and easily dealt with by Jacobs. Lost in contact from Valentine. Blindside flanker, he'll not be happy with himself. Puts on the boot now. Absolutely nobody home. And a couple of Van der Stel supporters would have had their hearts in their stomachs there. The touchline just winning that contest and the ball trickling out. It was a rapid Dane Bezuidenhout going at full tilt down in that forehand touch. Looking for an effective bounce, but the ball just winning that race. And Van der Stel getting out of trouble there. Haven't seen any points in the past couple minutes. Still locked in at 12 points to 7. The visitors lead. And Van der Stel definitely take lots of confidence if they can get some points before half-time here. Good maul set. Their forwards are absolutely dominant here today. And Van der Stel realizing that, keeping it nice and tight up front. That maul still rolling forward. Up to the halfway line it seems now. And the referee's got his arm out for a penalty advantage. So a free bite of the cherry here for the hosts. Try scorer Ryan Miller. Not the greatest of passes. And juggles that one. Just evading him. And a knock on call. But we'll come back for the penalty advantage. Van der Stel with a dominant forward pack. We'll struggle to find one of those forward players not breaking that triple-digit mark. All of these players over 100 kilograms comfortably. Couple of big boys playing some good, aggressive, direct rugby. And they'll just need to take care of the ball a lot better. Thinking you get 9 or 10 phases from the likes of Janssen, from the likes of Robertson and Krier. JL Delanya, strong ball carrier. As well, the number 4 lock. And it looks like he'll be the option in this line out. They go for Valentine at the back. And they set the maul again. Intelligent player from the hosts. Once again, Kryptonite unable to hold on to the ball. And counter-attack rugby now from Helderberg. That's the scrum off, the skipper. He's so dangerous, the hack through. The cover defense is excellent from Ashwin Dube. But a potential counter-rack now. And Helderberg are in and over the ball, asking all the right questions. Dube does well in the end. And Helderberg have turned this one around. playing rugby in the right areas of the field. An excellent touch finder with minimal angle, but they want to get on with it. Blaine Skelton, the open side flanker, finds Jaden Daniels, the try scorer. Just drops that one inside for Linjay Hendricks with a bustling ball carry. Comes out wide to the big boys. Blind side flanker, Christian van Zorten. He does well. And running a little bit laterally are Helderberg, but still getting that ever so important go forward ball. Skipper Visser digs at the base. But a rather flat attacking line from Helderberg means they're moving backwards on defense, or on attack should I say rather. Strong defensive work from the hosts. The clock running down, 4.5 minutes remaining in this first stanza. Helderberg may be looking for some sort of penalty right in front of the sticks. They'll be very happy to take the 3 points and extend their lead. Skipper Visser trying a little bit too much on that occasion, forcing the release pass, but he was held up in the tackle. And the knock-on called. Van der Stel surviving. The storm of Helderberg. You see a couple players down now. That was end-to-end stuff, a chance for everyone to just get their bets back here. We see the outside centre, Linjay Hendricks, receiving some medical treatment. And the try scorer from Van der Stel Evergreens, Ryan Miller, he's also down.
Even down. Without ever back door. I really got the inside.
My apologies, that looked like the open side flanker, Skelton from Helderberg. Nothing that a little bit of magic eyes can't fix. Magic spray on the hamstring, and up he goes. He's ready to rumble once again. This is some seriously physical rugby on display today. So we ought to see the medics getting involved where they can to help out these big rugby players. Player safety, naturally, the most important aspect of the game. And our referee happy to give a break for the medical staff to do their job. We'll go back to a scrum down on the edge of their 22. It will be Carl Alexander, the scrum off, to feed the scrum down. And potentially a big strong ball carry from the inside centre and try scorer Ryan Miller to set up an exit opportunity for him and his side. So dominant at scrum time. Jason Janssen, Chadwin Robertson, Dion Kruger take a bow, making life a whole lot easier for their side here, and often goes unnoticed the donkey work that the big men do up front. Scrum penalty after scrum penalty. It just allows an easy exit for Theo Marinas under absolutely no pressure, nudges that one and finds a good touch. They'll reset on the halfway mark, and 90 seconds remains now. Will be a big boost for either of these two sides to get some points before halftime. Just a short 4-man line out. No funny business. We'll look to get this one in and out. There's a big carry, looks like. Duncan Saul waiting for that one. Once again, unable to hit his mark. Robertson can't fault him at scrum time, but not as effective in the lineouts, unfortunately. I think that's the 4th or 5th missed lineout opportunity and an unforced error. It really doesn't help anyone to do so well at scrum down time. You earn the penalty, you kick the ball out, but then proceed to lose it in the next stanza of play with, I hate to say it, what is a controllable from the hooker Chadwin Robertson. It is his job to hit that mark and slight miscommunication. The overthrow, gifting possession back to Helderberg. It was a knock on though, just over the 15-meter mark. So the hosts very much still in possession of the ball. Knee on the ground, says our referee, and they want to get on with it. Van der Stel, Kyle Alexander with the quick tap. Just a little bit too overzealous, missing the mark, and the referee very happy to call them back for a reset. Clock in the red now, that should be half time. But these sides will be looking to get any advantage they can before they head back to the change rooms for a sip of water and gain their breaths back. Seems like I want to catch a break here, I'm mistaken. Still 2 minutes remaining in this first half. So a fly off in the form of Theo Jacobs. Happy to put that one up the park. And can Van der Stel fix their problems at line-out time? That is the big question. The hooker Robinson. Good strong ball carries. So dangerous at scrum time, but this is the element we'll be looking to improve on. Another four-man set, well taken by De Lange. The number 4 lock. It's a lot better from Van der Stel. Spread out wide by Marinus to try and score it. Ryan Miller, my apologies. And through the hands, it's a great dummy pass. Brandon Valentine into the red zone for Van der Stel. Quick recycle from Alexander. Judging the pace of this game, playing at his terms. Exactly what you want to see, and the referee's got his arm out for penalty advantage in favor of the host, and they'll come back for that. Decision time now, no decisions to be made. Alexander gets on with things. Good carry from Cole Twitter, and we've been waiting for the danger man. Hasn't had much involvement in the game thus far. That looks like Stuart Jacobs. He's been a spectator on this near and touch. Only a couple touches of the ball, and just shows how dangerous he is. Second or third touch of the ball. Brilliant acrobatic tie for good measure. And his side gets a much needed 5 points in before half time. Absolutely brilliant. It all started with Alexander. I thought maybe they would take the 3 points right in front of the sticks. Up for a penalty before half time. Try and get some scoreboard pressure on. But Alexander had other business and other thoughts and reaps rewards with that quick tap. Stuart Jacobs with the 5 points in to even things up. 12 points apiece with the conversion to come. Alexander, the scrum off. He strikes it well. It is a good sound, a good nudge off the right foot, but just flashing across the face of the upright. So we will go into half time. We are locked in at 12 points apiece. Inseparable. These two sides, we knew it was going to be an absolute nail biter. And the scoreboard proving just that. Do not go anywhere, because we are sure to be in for a cracker of a second half. Welcome back to what promises to be a second half of scintillating running rugby. Still locked in at 12 points apiece here at halftime. And the home of rugby in South Africa, Stellenbosch and Van der Stel Sports Ground, providing a stellar platform to watch this glorious game that we all love so much. Global Sports Network providing coverage and footage today. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe on the Instagram channel. And for those inclined, get yourself a 30 Rand membership subscription and you can watch rugby anywhere, anytime across the globe. Big thanks to our sponsors once again, Decro Paints, Sid Consulting, G Sportswear and Sim Control for making all of this possible and allowing us to provide this glorious footage of this glorious game of rugby. Kick restart from the hosts. Van der Stel now playing from right to left on our screens into the sun. And a good start it seems from Helderberg. They want to get going, they want to get moving. And we're not sure first blood in the opening exchanges of the second stanza. Good strong ball carry, but driven into the turf. Couple wholesale changes being made. That looks like Moritz Swart on the park for Helderberg in that number 16 jersey. The double around the back. Space and numbers out wide. The big eighth man in the form of Dian Kuhn, vice captain, tries to release that ball, but not going to hand. And hacked through by Ashwin Dube, the fullback. Sends Helderberg right back to where they started. Visser, the captain, spreads it out wide. Nice strong ball carry. Shrugs off one defender, does Hendricks. Dominated in contact is Hendricks. And J.L. De Lange, the lock forward from Van der Stel, just asserting his dominance there. J.L. De Lange, a gym freak, him and his brother Luan De Lange. Luan also down here, watching his older brother apply his trade. And just asserting his physical dominance there, J.L. De Lange. Goodness gracious me, I'm very happy to be up here in my commentary position. Wouldn't want to be down in the rugby field with J.L. De Lange dishing out tackles like that. But legally so, says our referee. And just stopping play for what seems to be a little bit of medical attention being given to the man on the receiving end of that bone-crunching hit. Open side flanker, Blaine Skelton. And De Lange is sent to the naughty corner, so that tackle not deemed legal. The crowd not happy, as I hear some cries out, should I say, from behind me. J.L. De Lange will spend 10 minutes in the naughty corner to think about his sins. And Helderberg with a one-man advantage. They'll look to capitalize and make De Lange pay. Not the cleanest of line-out ball from the replacement hooker, Moritz Swart. And a slight contest in the air, but team legal by referee, just a knock-on called. So the hosts, who are currently down to 14, will have the opportunity to launch an attack of note just inside their own half. Scrum off still in the park, Kyle Alexander. He's been pivotal for this Van der Stel outfit. Just dictating the pace that this game has been played with, and I'm sure Van der Stel will slow things down with the man in the bin. first time we've seen this Van der Stel scrum go backwards. And Helderberg are hyped. Check the backline players coming in there to congratulate the tight forwards. The changes making the difference here. Moritz Swart, the hooker. Jurgen Torfling in that number 17 jumper, also on the park. And an immediate change in facade, a new look Helderberg side in the second stanza, and reaping reward at scrum time. Excellent touch finder from fly off Bookie Carstens. He's been quiet since his monster right boot resulted in the first try of the game, but now nudging his side into a dangerous position. And Swartz, the hooker, opts for the short option up front, and unable to hang on. Christian van Zanten shaking his head, not happy with his attempt there. He was under pressure at the front of that line out. Carl Alexander, the scrum off, he's had a good shift today, but seems like he's been sent back to the ringer. It is Brandon de Kock who will be replacing him. What a game de Kock had last weekend on this field with a monster 51-meter penalty. So he's got a massive boot on him, the scrum off. Played his rugby at Brackenfell High School in the northern suburbs. In a dangerous side, played with Q and Amut. We know how dangerous he was, so he knows his way or two around the rugby field. And Brandon de Kock, what impact will he have here today? Fresh and ready to rumble. Wholesale changes all round for both of these sides. And this new look front row in the form of Moritz Swart, Jurgen Dorfeling and Jean Ferreira, turning things around at scrum time. Can they force a scrum penalty here? That's another big shove. And Helderberg unlucky not to earn a scrum penalty there. How the tables have turned here. Cleaning up in that inside centre position, the try scorer Ryan Miller does well. It's a nice strong ball carry and provides a platform for a glorious exit. What a touch finder from fly off. I believe Theo Marinas is left-footed, so that might have been Ashwin Dube, the fullback, who under all sorts of pressure takes his time and boots that one comfortably up the park. Helderberg will have to reset 40 meters out and try and get in the score sheet here. Not often you see the referee getting hands-on. Looks like a slight knock has been taken. Now one of the Van der Stel troopers can't really see who it is, just down on the ground there. But our referee wants to get on with things and assessing. It does look like the number 5 lock, Carl Truter. Would be devastating if Van der Stel lose both of their locks. Gerald de Lange still in the sin bin. He's serving his 10-minute ban. Could be a contact lens that has fallen out here. It is a contact lens. Not often you see that. But so the game has to be stopped. If a man can't see, a man can't make the big tackles. And he is the line-out option. He is the line-out option with De Lange on the bench. So Truter, you'll have to make sure he's got 20/20 vision, so he can take those lineouts cleanly. Looks like we are ready to get this one back underway. Can he contest for his side and effect the steal? Looks like Valentine goes up. Played in the air but let go. So the call is play on, says our match official down in the middle. Visser at the base. Finds Skelton. Skelton's brought down to ground. And a little bit of space out wide. elusive goose step in that left-hand jam. GJ Fortuin, where's he come from? Just a cheeky goose step and the pass infield. Tap and go, says Visser. But missing the mark, a little bit overzealous. You can see what he's trying to do there, speed up the game. Catch Van der Stel napping, but just a little bit too quick for the referee and a little bit too quick for his own liking. Misses the mark and he's brought back. So Helderberg with the right intention. In the second half, they will reset and just nudge that one out. Possibly look to set the rolling more and let the forwards do all the hard work once again. We've seen how effective that tactic has proved for both of these sides here today. Will they get reward? Moritz Swart. Looked like a good line-out, but good contest in the end. Might have been Valentine, the blind side flanker, making a nuisance of himself and forces the turnover. We spoke about the boot of Brandon de Kock and wants to clear the lines himself from the base. Does well, the right-footed scrum off, replacement scrum off to Kock. Gets him and his side out of trouble and Helderberg will have to reset 3 or so meters outside of the Van der Stel 22. Up and down, it's a clean line out and a good pass from Visser, the captain. Finds Lee J. Hendricks, the outside centre, who shifts it one more channel out. Rock solid defensive work thus far from the hosts. Helderberg still probing around the 3 or 4 meter mark outside the 22. Cutting in field, the visitors. Good tackle fight. Hendricks again. That ball spewing out, but backwards is the call from the referee. Showing off a couple defenders. The level of this game has kicked up a notch. The inside centre, Kieran Visser running laterally and sending Hendricks down the river at the flat ball, and he's met with a stern right shoulder, forcing the knock on. And that's a good defensive win for Van der Stel. Just biding their time, not forcing anything, and getting the ball back when it matters most. They'll be very happy to not concede points with a man in the bin. Still locked in at 12 points apiece here, down at Van der Stel Sports Grounds. Our host Van der Stel Evergreens. We'll probably look to kick this one down the park and play rugby in the right areas of the rugby field. See a slight break in play here. Looks like an injury. Never great to see a player going off the park injured, but so is the nature of this contact sport. And it looks like Van der Stel are about to come back to a full complement. I see J.L. De Lange warming up and probing in and around the field. Almost ready to come on. But a little bit too soon, as the assistant referee on that far hand touch says, wait your turn, the referee will call you over when he's ready. Brandon de Kock, replacement scrum half, wearing that number 9 jersey to feed at scrum time. Another big shove from this replacement front row, Helderberg, and they do well. De Kock doesn't hack it downfield, rather it's just a cheeky dink on the foot, and that one trickling into touch. "15 men plays 15 men. De Lange has served his tenure in the sin bin and now legally on the field. He'll have to be careful for the remaining 26 minutes or so in this game. Swart, replacement hooker, hits his mark again. Doing well in the lineouts is Swart, his number 1 job as a hooker. have been a slight knock on in there and spotted by a referee. So Van der Stel have done well to survive that storm. Down to 14 men and not a single point conceded. Coaching staff will be very, very happy with that. And now with an opportunity inside the Helderberg half to potentially crush hopes and dreams here of the visitors. They can get a try here. That would be rather exceptional. Had to do a lot of defending for the opening 12 minutes or so. But now with a chance to launch. Backline set nice and deep. They look like a set of Power Rangers. Fly off, Theo Marines. He's got try scorer Miller on his outside, and then Duncan Saul, who haven't seen much of in the second half. But pick up at the back, Alistair Frasenberg. Put down by Modela. Babola, my apologies. Was there a clear release there? Just understanding the laws of the game, he was holding the tackle, so wanted to release that, get up and go again, but in the process, the ball just running forward and the referee deeming that one a knock on. So Helderberg asking all the right questions, doing all the right things, just the roll of the dice not coming off in their favor. And the home side, they've got their backing behind them. Full pavilion backing the Van der Stel Evergreen side. Can they get points here? Scoreless, both of these sides, believe it or not, in the second exchange. Can't separate the two sides. Relatively low scoring for Western Province Super League A game. Just shows the level of detail put into both defensive sets of these two powerhouses in the Western Province League. Van der Stel down to 14 men, not conceding any points. They've got the danger man Delanya back on the park now. He's made a couple big hits. His last hit a little bit too big. If you ask the referee, sent him to the naughty corner. Back on the park legally now. And that's the difference of Delanya back on the field. And for the first time this off, we see Van der Stel scrum going forward, out the back from the try scorer Miller. Finds his flower of Marines. Still in possession of the ball of Van der Stel. And the try scorer on the right hand side. Jacobs. Inside ball to goal. Where's that come from? Goodness gracious me. Exactly what the doctor ordered. It's great interplay between forwards and backline. A nice good strong carry from Ryan Miller, the danger man. Just sends that one out the back to Flower of Marines. And the dangerous outside backs of Van der Stel doing what they do best. The replacement scrum of Brandon de Kock involved there, stepping inside. And he provided that last pass, so he'll claim the assist. And over in the corner, looked like the right winger Jacobs over for his second. Van der Stel with a much needed try. And that will lift their confidence going into the final 20 minutes of this game. Down to 14 men at the start of the second half. Survived the Helderberg onslaught. And now the Van der Stel prayers coming into fruition with the 5-pointer. The conversion unfortunately just coming off the right hand upright from Marines. So the score remains 17 points to 12. And the home contingency here behind me, jubilant, up on their feet, singing praises for their side. And well deserved. Hi. high-hanging restart from Bookie Karstens. The flower for Helderberg kicks it high into that Stellenbosch skyline and potentially blinded by the setting sun. Van der Stel with their tails up after scoring an epic 5-pointer. They do well to hold on to that. A little bit of miscommunication at the base of that rack, but comes out cleanly. To Koch. Finds Marinus. Nice strong carry from Duncan Saw. Love to see this back line get involved. Quick hands from Marinus. Big step off the left foot from the big man, Ryan Miller. Only knows one way, and that's forward. But on this occasion, leaves the ball behind, and it is turnover and penalty advantage, or knock-on advantage rather, in favour of the men in the stripes. Skelton with a strong carry. He's held up. Has he got a knee down? He does. Recycled by skipper Visser. And not clever stuff there at all from Jel de Lange. Playing the scrum off at the base. Helderberg were under all sorts of pressure, and de Lange provides them some sort of pressure relief with a slightly silly play there. The kick from Bookie Karstens doesn't find touch, so return right back to where they started. Oh, they've gained a couple meters of territory, you have Helderberg. And they will want to score next in this tightly contested affair. Global Sports Network providing some epic footage here today of this Western Province Super League A clash. Van der Stel, the hosts, up against Helderberg. Not too far from here, Helderberg. From that try, but that was rather brilliant. Goodness gracious me. That's what happens when you apply pressure, where pressure needs to be applied. That might have been, I'm not too sure, I want to say the replacement, Marshall Doman, comes on the park. Some good footwork, inside, outside, off the left foot, off the right foot. And he had a look around him, no one was going to stop him from there. Under the sticks, the conversion, absolutely no problem. And out of nowhere, Helderberg sneak into the lead, 19 points. Plays 17 with 16 and a half minutes remaining in this epic Western Cape clash. De Lange, the workhorse De Lange, chasing down his opposite number, making the tackle. But it was the steal from Tristan Leach off the bench, bringing all sorts of energy for the home side, and decision time now for the captain. It looks like De Lange is the skipper, and he opts to take the points right in front of the sticks. This is going to be one of the all-time classics. You can't separate these two sides. And the left-footed flower of Theo Martinez, slightly left of the posts, inside the 22. A flower of his caliber should have absolutely no problems knocking this one over. And it will be a 1-point margin. Don't want to jinx anything up here. Let's have a look first. Commentator's curse so often comes into fruition. Not even the commentator's curse was stopping Theo Marinus there. Knocks over the 3 points, and Helderberg, after having just scored an absolute blind over try, trail once again. A solitary point in it. 20 points to 19, Van der Stel lead. And if you are planning on going anywhere, please strap in, because we are in for an absolute nail-biter. De Kock breaks the line. Lots of confidence now from the home side, playing with their tails up. That looked like Egan Matris, the replacement, also on the bomb squad. Looking clinical. And Ashwin Dube just losing that ball in the sunlight, but it is regathered. Godfrey Thomas did well to clean up that loose pass, but no one available to clean on him. And what a turnover for Helderberg, what a moment. Scrum officer doesn't want to take the points, they want to win this one comfortably. They nudge that one into touch. And into the 22 they go. 20 points, plays 19, I will remind you, 13 and a half minutes remaining. And Swart. Sketchy line-out to say the least here from Swart, but knock-on is the call from Jal De Lange. He's in the referee's ear, is the skipper. Asking if it was not a knock-on from Helderberg first, doing exactly what a captain should. Asking all the right questions, getting in the referee's ear, trying to swing his thought process in the favor of the hosts. You can cut the tension with a spoon down here at Van der Stel. Everyone on their feet, everyone on the edge of their seats. And it's anyone's game at this rate. Brandon de Kock, replacement scrum off to feet. My apologies, Visser. Mikael Visser, the Helderberg scrum off. And this scrum battle might just be the difference at full time here. In the first half, it was all Van der Stel. The front row of Janssen, Robertson and Kruger causing Helderberg all sorts of problems. But in the second half, wholesale changes in the form of Moritz Swart, Jurgen Dorfeling and John Ferreira for Helderberg, turning the game around. And it was Helderberg who dominated at scrum time when it mattered most. So that battle, along with the midfield battle, the two centre pairings, could just very well be the difference. Solid scrum from both sides. And a wayward pop pass is not collected. My goodness. I saw a little chip kick there. And a double knock-on called. The knock-on first from Van der Stel and then from Helderberg. Oh, for a second it looked like they would have stolen that one. Luke Carew on the field for Helderberg. Scored at the famous Warrior School battle. Paul Boys High, Luke Carew, the big inside centre, applying his trade down here now at Helderberg Rugby Club. And what impact will he have? The number 23 replacement. Looks like the ball could be coming his way on the short-hand side. They'll have to win the scrum battle first. They do come to this right side. And just to show and go, Bookie Carstens the floor. He holds on. But he's wrapped up and the maul is called. And that's solid defensive work from Van der Stel. You can hear what it means to the home crowd. Claiming that one almost as loudly as a try, because that's how much it means, that's how pivotal that is. Everyone understanding that whoever scores next in this game, doing themselves a massive favor and who will be victorious at the full-time whistle. We saw some handbags being thrown around, a little bit of argy-bargy. Tensions through the roof today. 10 minutes remain, 1 point in it. And both of these players from both of these sides, it means so much to them. A big 4 points on offer for the side victorious in this Western Province Super League A clash. And the sun just setting in Stellenbosch, almost time to switch over to the poker game. And that's a big moment. That's a very big moment. He hasn't had the greatest hands today. As the substitute, Mabola, he's put a couple down, and at the pivotal point at the back of that scrum, unable to regather effectively. Some nervous characters behind me as Helderberg 5 meters out with the prime set piece opportunity. Can they put this one to bed here? Big scrum needed from Van der Stel to save themselves potentially from conceding a soft 7 points. Captain Visser feeds that scrum. And that's exactly what Van der Stel needed, pressure at scrum time. So Helderberg unable to get that ball out cleanly, well controlled though by skipper Visser. That ball comes out. Looked like Van Zorten. The loose. Helderberg would have to be patient here. String some phases together. Wait for it to open up. They can't rush things. We've seen what happens when they try and rush it. Dorfling with a nice strong ball carry. A little bit upright. But he's a big boy, so he survives. Switch pass to the outside center, Hendricks. He's brought to ground. Carstens. Might have been taken high. The referee says play on. Soft hands needed now. And a big hit. That's a statement. Was that the right winger? Off his line. Stuart Jacobs, not only does he score tries, he makes the big hits when he needs to. And Helderberg now comfortably outside the 22-meter line after starting on the Van der Stel 5-meter mark. Time and space, numbers out wide. Here come Helderberg. They're smelling blood, are the visitors. And penalty advantage in the favor of the men in the stripes. I can't really see who's carrying there. Difficult to see the jersey numbers as the sun is setting here. But moving backwards are Helderberg. Carstens with another ball carry. Visser slowing things down at the base of that rack. Another big hit. Captain Fantastic, J.L. De Lange. So clinical on defense. Physical player. And we see some fast feet. It's all happening here at Van der Stel. What a defensive masterpiece. Looks like that ball's been turned over. They've done well to absorb the pressure. And my word, a chance to breathe here for not just the players on the rugby field, but for everyone up here on the stands. It's all happening. Global Sports Network providing the heat today. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe on our YouTube channel. You don't want to miss action like this. Proudly brought to you by our sponsors Decro Paints, Sid Consulting, G Sportswear and Sim Control. You don't want to be anywhere else. Less than 5 minutes remaining now. Still only 1 point in it. And goodness gracious me, have we been spoiled with a serious game of rugby on this fine winter's Saturday afternoon. As it stands, the hosts, Stel, with a solitary 1 point lead, 20 points, plays 19. Helderberg probing, looking for an answer, looking for a response. But Stel with underplans. Great tackle there. And that ball just bobbling around and evading everyone. We can hear the crowd getting involved now. Stel. They've got the troopers singing at the top of their lungs. That's brilliant to see. End-to-end rugby. That's been physical. Has been nothing short of entertaining. And the best part is it's not over yet. Scrum down. And with 3 minutes remaining, we are back to the point where this game all started. Back on the halfway line. Helderberg, in the form of Captain Visser, will feed the scrum. Pick up at the base. Looking for support was the 8th man. Visser with a nice pickup, sends it out wide. Time and space. The big outside center, low shimmy, inside, outside, beats 2 defenders, and into the 22-meter area. Quick recycle from the Captain Visser. They're still going. Oh, Helderberg, they're not going down without a fight here. Just looking for the penalty here. Discipline will be key for Stel. Cannot concede anything right in front of the sticks. We've seen how well Captain Visser kicks Karoo with some soft hands. Into the red zone, the 22-meter area. In and over the ball. Has he survived the clean out? No, says our referee. Helderberg continue. They'll be just looking for a penalty here with less than 2 minutes. But Helderberg are shut down. And the defensive masterclass from the hosts. They've got their troopers singing at the top of their lungs behind them, and for good measure. They are here to play rugby. They are here to take the full 4 points on offer. And what a spectacle. What a moment. Very easy to lose your cool, panic in that situation. And just force the ball, force a penalty, soft penalty. And Helderberg with 90 seconds left on the clock could have nudged that one over to steal the victory at the death. Patience shown from the hosts. Everyone understanding their role oh so very well. And they come across and they come out with the ball in hand. And Theo Martinez, the flower half who's been pulling strings all day for the home side, will be very happy to knock that one out into touch. Let's not forget, replacement scrum off, Brandon de Kock, he's got a monster boot. So Helderberg will have to be careful. They can't concede any penalties themselves. So I'm sure Brandon de Kock will be looking to do what he did last week on this very field. Sack is good from the visitors. Martinez looks to pass that one downfield. Finds a good Helderberg contingency here. The dancing feet. Of the visitors. ripped in contact. Try scorer puts it on the boot, and all of a sudden Van der Stel have gone from playing rugby in their own in-goal field area, and they back up to the Helderberg 22-meter line. Helderberg can't kick this, they'll have to run it all the way, forcing the release pass. Was that held on to? Referee's happy with it and says play on. Nice strong tackle in the middle of the park. Prize of holding is the first man in, and that is successfully stolen. Counter-attack rugby, Duncan Saul. Not many options, but he does well to get away from a couple of defenders. Duncan Saul, he's doing it all today. Into the 22, go Van der Stel. They've earned this opportunity, and shifting the ball to that forehand touch line. Turned over and almost stolen at the death. But our assistant referee's flag goes up on that forehand touch. So a foot in touch there, unfortunately for Helderberg, and very fortunately for Van der Stel. Seems like the clock is in the red, or at least the stadium clock says that's time up, but we are up to the referee's discretion. We've seen a couple breaks in play for injuries, so could very well still have a couple minutes left. I've been informed still 3 minutes left. Those breaks in play for the injuries, so we could still see some drama here. It's not over, it's not said and done. And a planned line-out throw, that one going over the 15, but well read by Helderberg. The quick tap and go. Is there enough time for a twist in the tail? The fantasy, and puts it on the boot, interestingly enough. That tackle looked a little bit high from Theo Martinez, but our referee very happy to continue. Delanga, he's already been sent to the naughty corner for a dangerous tackle. Oh, I think he's very, very fortunate to get away with that one. I think his previous one was a lot more chilled than that hit, but referee says play on. Oh, it's a break down the middle. Helderberg, can they steal it at the 10th here? Excellent cover defense from Stuart Jacobs. And the crowd not happy here. It's all happening. I can't keep up. Goodness gracious me. 90 seconds remains on the clock. And players going down left and right from both sides. Penalty at the death. And it looks like Captain Visser has opted to take the 3 points on offer. The drama continues. Can Helderberg steal the 4 points here down in Stellenbosch? The visitors, they've been on the back foot for the most part of this game, but when it matters most, can they win it? You would not read about it. Can Helderberg write their own story here and still what would be a sensational victory? 3 points on offer. The connection wasn't great, but not said and done just yet. The clearance kick eventually makes its way over the knee and touch, and the referee says there's still time to play. Have you ever seen anything like this, ladies and gentlemen? The fans up on their feet, cheer in the stands. No one can believe what they're seeing. And captain of Van der Stel, J.L. Delanga, asking the right questions. Surely that's time up on the clock. The stadium clock has been in the red for a good 5 or 6 minutes, but we're playing on the referee's clock here. There have been many injuries in this game, and time was off. So Helderberg, not done yet. It's a good line-out set. The rolling Botella looks like he's on the wrong side of that. And that rolling ball comes to an abrupt end, and legally so. Is this the moment that Van der Stel have been waiting for? They've got a 1-point lead. The ball is kicked out, but there's still time on the clock. The drama continues. You would not write about it, you would not read about it anywhere. This Western Province Super League clash, one for the ages. No one knows when this game will end. Only the referee down in the park. And the referees watch doing all the talking. Global Sports Network providing some brilliant footage here today. Like, comment, subscribe, share it to your cousins and grandma all over the country. They need to watch this game because this is brilliant. Stolen at line-out time, but they'll have to be careful here, Van der Stel. They've thought the game is over a couple of times, so they'll have to keep it tight. And Captain Gerald de Lange now makes sure, and the ball is finally kicked into touch. What a clash here down in Stellenbosch. What a game of rugby. We knew it was going to be a tight one. We knew it was going to be a close contested affair. And the home side steal it at the death. They survive what was a Helderberg onslaught and storm of note. But final score down here at Van der Stel Sports Ground, the home side, Van der Stel 20, Helderberg 19. Scrum cap, and all of a sudden it's Van der Stel under all sorts of pressure after dominating the opening exchanges of this game. In the red zone are Helderberg, and a little snap from the scrum off. Fullback Tube, and now Van der Stel looking dangerous in those wider channels. Excellent step in off the right foot. The big bustling inside centre in the form of Ryan Miller. Miller is still going. And you can hear Facade was out wide and a little bit of space. That is the fullback, Jaden Daniels. What of the host, and they'll come back for that. Decision time now, no decisions to be made. Alexander gets on with things. Good carry from Cole Chitter. And we've been waiting for the danger man. Hasn't had much intense side. Jacobs, inside ball to Cole. Where's that come from? Goodness gracious me. Exactly what the talk to. Ever so important 4 points for a win. Maybe look to make it 5 with a bonus point. They trail at the moment, so a lot of work to do. Where's that come from? Excellent footwork. Inside, outside. Scrum cap. And all of a sudden, it's Van der Stel under all sorts of pressure after dominating the opening exchanges of this game. In the red zone are Helderberg, and a little snap from the scrum off. Fullback Tube. And now Van der Stel looking dangerous in those wider channels. Excellent step in off the right foot. The big bustling inside centre in the form of Ryan Miller. Miller is still going. And you can hear Facade was out wide and a little bit of space. That is the fullback, Jaden Daniels. What of the host, and they'll come back for that. Decision time now, no decisions to be made. Alexander gets on with things. Good carry from Cole Chitter. And we've been waiting for the danger man. Hasn't had much tense side. Jacobs, inside ball to Cole. Where's ever so important 4 points for a win. Maybe look to make it 5 with a bonus point. They trail at the moment, so a lot of work to do. Where's that come from? Excellent footwork. Inside, outside. Scrum cap. And all of a sudden, it's Van der Stel under all sorts of pressure after dominating the opening exchanges of this game. In the red zone, Helderberg, and a little snap from the scrum off. Fullback, Tube. And now Van der Stel looking dangerous in those wider channels. We have just seen an epic Western Province Super League encounter between the hosts Van der Stel and the visitors Helderberg. Have a look at the scoreboard. 20 points, plays 19. I'm joined by the losing captain on my right, Michael Visser, and my man who was sent to the naughty corner, victorious Mr. Helderberg. I'm going to start with you, Michael. Excellent display of rugby from your side. You controlled the game very well. You played at your pace. You tried to dictate the playing circumstances, but just in the end, falling short by 1 point. Any words?
Yeah, I think we controlled the game very well. I think we lost our discipline, or I don't know, we got 24 penalties against 6 or 7, so obviously our discipline was very bad. We need to go back to the drawing board on Monday and sort those things out.
Stellar effort from you and your men, just unfortunate. Those unforced errors, those penalties coming to bite you guys in the end. JL, you were also in the naughty corner. A couple penalties from your side, got sent to the naughty corner. Sinbin, 10 minutes, did your duties. But how was that fight from your men on your side? Any words to them?
Yeah, no, I mean, great effort from the guys. Coming from a loss last week, I haven't played 4 weeks prior to that. Obviously a bit rusty. Got lost track of our discipline throughout the game last week, and that was a big focus this week. You had the game plan. Discipline was the number one focus. Clearly helped for us this time, and super proud for the boys' stellar performance. Couldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, you seem like a very, very happy man, and for good measure. I just want to speak about that scrum battle in the first half. It looked like it was all Van der Stel, your front row, doing all sorts of things, earning scrum penalties, and then the changes from Helderberg in that second stanza off the bench, the likes of Dorfling and Swar changed the game completely around, and you got a couple scrum penalties from yourself. Was that a change in tactic from the coaching staff, or was it just a little bit of fight needed from the boys that turned the game around?
I think for starters, we lost a few of our props, so it was always going to be a battle up front.
So it was injury changes?
Yeah, it was injury changes. I think we lost 3 or 4 props during the year, so it's difficult. And I think, playing Super A, your first game against a good pack is always difficult, and you are going to get tested. But we brought some experience on, and I think we changed the picture. Kudos to Guppy and to Ludek and Maurits coming up. I think they changed the picture in the second half. Didn't manage to get penalties, but I think the momentum shifted.
And that's a big positive. You're telling me you had injuries coming into this game, and to only go down with 1 point to the stellar home side, they had the home supporters rooting for them all the way. You can be very, very proud of you and your troopers. JL, your outside backs have just got so much flair, so much. Brandon de Kock coming off the bench, bringing that cool comment. He's got a massive boot. I saw a 50-meter kick from him last week. How pivotal is that? Just having someone you can trust on the boot, whether it's exiting the play or whether just going to poles, just that reliable option.
Like you said, it's a very reliable option. I've known him since high school, primary school. I've climbed the ranks with him, played a few games with him. It's obviously, and then I'm pushing on the backs. We've got the likes of Duncan Saul, Stewie Barnes. Playing against his old club. We've got the flair. It's all about. We've been in this for 6 months, building the cohesion, and it's just starting to show. Forwards needs a bit of work. I think we picked up the pace today, and so we set the standard. We can only go forward from that.
You're both very, very valiant efforts from both of your sides. I don't want to keep you guys too long. You've had a long, hard days at work. I'm going to leave you guys, but very well done to both of you. The winning side, Van der Stel on the day. Hard luck to the men from Helderberg, but what a fixture, and a fixture to remember. Many thanks. Cheers, Paul.